Hi, it's been a couple days. I am logging into Star Wars The Old Republic because I don't want my guild members to think I've disappeared. I'll be lucky if any are on, to be honest, because of my absences, even though they are all aware of what I'm doing. I'll probably take you through a tour of our guild Stronghold and maybe our flagship afterward. It depends. Looks like I was already on the flagship, so I will take you through that first. As I suspected, I'm the only one on in the guild. Can't really blame everybody for not waiting around, but they do know what I'm doing. Well, we've had a few members on recently, so that's good anyway. Alright, this is the bridge. As I showed you before, this is the flagship command console that you use to move the ship to various places, different planets, including the fleet, Viking Space Dog. Got Jedi in the brain. I almost said Carrick Station. Yeah, so that's how we start Conquest, guild-wise. As you can see, we've got a full staff, thanks to Xanary and his decorating skills. We still have a bit to unlock in the ship, so that's why we're only at 46%. We're at the maximum decorations right now for what we've got unlocked. The base ship is this entire first floor. This way, these are the escape pods, or secondary exits, I guess you could say. First one should be noted that on your mini-map, anytime you're in an instance, you have a little thing here that says exit area above the map. You can use that. It's the easiest way to. As you can see, we have our appearance modification station, where I can change who the heck I am anytime I want if I have enough cartel coins. Which my balance is 43, so, well, I'm not changing her anyway. This is a item modification. It's pretty useless now, I think. You don't really need it. They teach you how to use it at the beginning of the game. Looks like they have legacy, renown. This is the Galactic Trade Network. Here you input whatever you want, and for various prices you can get your item. It's a competitive market because there are a lot of players still in this game, and people like to and earn credits. Sorry, I got stuck there. I sometimes do that, especially if I'm trying to do 5 things at once. These are fabricator droids. They have special decorations or and other items that you might want for your Stronghold, your Flagship, Guild Flagship, your Guild Stronghold. This is the newest droid. It's the Marshal decoration droid. They have a new level of prefabs. This is a universal. This item. We had MKs 1 through 3. Now we have MK4s. You can get certain things from them that are pretty neat. I like that they included that they added that. Alright, so this is your regular guild, your cargo hold, your regular cargo hold. We can keep things that are bound to you or extra supplies in. This is your legacy cargo bay. As I mentioned in another video, this is where I keep a lot of mats for crafting. And these are basically all crafting right here. And companion gifts that help increase the level. I also have things that are bound to legacy in here because I can actually put them in here and not have to worry about filling up my regular cargo hold with them. I also have extra items that I might want readily accessible if I make a new character. And also I have armor sets that I have a tendency to collect, so I'm really low. This is all I have right now. Also mounts. And this is the guild bank. Now, as you can see, we have more than one vault. We have 6 altogether so far. Manage, I can add another bank vault for 30. I can't remember what the next one is, but I think 8 is the top amount of how many vaults you can have. I'm not real sure on that. I leave these pretty freely open, except for this tab, which is GM. As you can see, we're working on flagship plans. And some of these items may or may not help, but just need to be not taken from members, so I put it in the GM only. They can all look and see it, they can even add to it, they just can't take it out. Now, the other ones, this one, prizes, we used to have contests, and we'd give away like dies and mounts and like pets, and like armor sets for our winners. That is council and GM only. These 4 right here can pretty much freely be taken except for the first rank, which can't take anything. That's a trial rank. But people can come and go, put in and out materials in this one. Schematics are learned crafting schematics. The piece that the schematic is for, you can end up making if you have the appropriate crafting skill. For instance, this one takes armor mech, and you have to have a level of 440 or better in armor mech to even install this schematic. Consumables, which are empty. As you can see, as a guild master, I can see exactly who's taken what out, who's put what in, and who's taken what out, which is always useful because that's how I found out how who ripped off my guild at one point while I was AFK from the game for nearly 2 years. Not intentional, but real life happens. Whatever. This is gear. the gear tab. Mods go in here. These are mods. They go in weapons and armors. And we've got some armor here and weapons for our members if they choose to want to look better. According to them, they can pick through that, see what they like, and take it and use it. Alright. I'm going to show you the ones that we don't have unlocked. We only have one part unlocked right now, and that's one part on the command deck. We've got a long way to go. This is going to be a while. So I'll just quickly run through the other things, which I believe are bare. Yeah, they're bare bones. There's nothing here. Okay. So, Flagship plans engineering framework. Those are different than the encryptions you see in my guild bank. You need 50 encryptions to get just one framework. Once you manage to collect, for this room, 6, you have to also have them and 5 million in the bank to purchase this. Unlock. Within this, there is... I don't know if it'll show it. Probably not. That, I think, is just one singular room, it looks like. Some of the levels have more than one room that you have to unlock, not just the main one, but another. That's a pain in the ass, let me tell you. We found that out. I found that out with the command level. And that was very surprising for me because I wasn't aware. I thought once you unlocked this one door, you could... yeah, see, this has 2 parts. These rooms will both have to be unlocked. So, pretty much, I think you're only unlocking this right now. So, as you can see, it's very elaborate, time-consuming, and expensive to do. Most guilds don't usually have as much trouble as we've had, but, again, I was away for 2 years. That did not help. What I did have to unlock the command deck, which we were fairly close, was taken from a member who got control because I couldn't log in within 30 days. That's the downside. If you're a guild master and you can't log in for some reason within 30 days, the game automatically tosses the first most active person GM, and that's what happened here, unfortunately. But okay, crew deck. Crew deck, I know, is one that you have to open. There's more than a couple rooms there, I think, if I remember right. Sorry for a little bit of the lag. Yeah, there are several rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms you have to unlock. This unlocks this, and then you've got 6 more rooms. So that's pretty hefty of a fee to have to work towards. If I could ever stop taking videos long enough, maybe we can actually get more of stuff done and unlocked. This is the only one that's unlocked. As you can see, the circle in the middle is green. That means it's been unlocked. We've got our nice little dark honor guards protecting us. This is the command deck. And over here is one, as I showed you, you can open a deck and it has the main area unlocked, but then there's more. But wait, there's more. Yeah, surprised me. I think I was probably the only one in the group that, when we unlocked this, that didn't know that. Or maybe I did and just forgot. I don't know. It had been almost 2 years since I'd been on. So we have 3 more rooms to unlock in this. But we managed to have our council chairs here. This, of course, is Ashley's, my character that I'm on now. And yes, you can actually sit in them. Trying to do this right. go. This, by the way, is the if you're in your own personal stronghold, or if you're a GM in or have in a guild where you have permission, like Xanary did, to decorate, this will come up every time you go in a guild area, a stronghold, or a ship, or if you go in a personal one, it'll also do that as well. Alright, let's continue on. As you can see, we were back on the bridge deck, and now we are going into this. This looks like a little information center we set up. I'm sure once we unlock more of the ship and can actually put more decorations down, some personnel will go behind all these naturally. This is an officer deck, and this is open, I believe. Yep, it is. This is a little guard station. And as you can see, we have this fully set up for nice little meetings if we need to. And this overlooks the first hangar. And this overlooks the second hangar bay. That is down in that deck. Yeah, I know, I jump over everything. Okay, so that's the ship. Going to probably turn the mic off for a second. I'm gonna go to the guild stronghold. These are all my personal strongholds. I have 3 pages of them and that's the maximum I can have. I have 40 characters out of 41 slots on this server, so I can extend it by buying more slots, but at the time I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon. Yavin 4 is a planet, and that is where our stronghold is located at. This is very different from how it used to be. I like it. Still kind of tweaking it a little bit. As I walked you through the flagship, I saw a few things I'd like to tweak there. Xanary, if you ever watch this, I'm sorry in advance. Just a few things I gotta change. I don't know if you noticed, but I did here change a few things already. I'm sure he's probably noticed. Anyway, this is our one of our 2 combat dueling arenas, which we can duel each other with. This shuts everybody out and the players in, so that they can't leave the field of combat, because if your character goes too far away from where you start to PvP at, it will cancel it out, and that's always a pain in the ass. So that's that first one. This is a really big stronghold, so I'm going to do I'm going to use my mount. As you can see, we have a GTN and bank and mod stations over there. And here we have the vendors. This is the temple hall. I like how he did it. It came out absolutely wonderful. This is what we like to call, or what I've always called, the meditation room. obvious for obvious reasons. I would assume its aesthetic is just like, eh. And there's not really a whole lot with all this here that you can do with the room. So it's kind of like one of those rooms that, yeah, you have it, but there's not really anything you can do with it. Now this little thing is great. This lets you meditate. Literally. Okay, that said, what I usually do when I'm in RP mode, that's role playing, I type /meditate, and you can also do it here on your own without using that. I prefer to do it this way. I feel like RP-wise, communing with the dark side is, this is a better way to do it myself, but I do like the meditation chamber that he bought for us. And directly across from it is going to be our library or archives room. This is a very special decoration to me. I love the fact that they have the major datacrons there. These are bookshelves, but they are not working ones. However, these blue ones against the wall, they most definitely are. It'll say researching down here, and you'll literally be doing it for 20 seconds. These cute little usable items are awesome, especially during RP, because you can bring your again, I'm thinking, I've got Jedi in the brain. You can bring your apprentices here and make them study, and you can study as well, or seemingly choose books for them, or data pads. This is pretty neat. Okay, we'll continue on down this way. This is the basement area. We're going to go down there. This is our intelligence room. We don't have any people down at them, but I see we have plenty of room to put some down, so maybe it's a case of he didn't get to it, or we ran out of personnel to put down as decorations. Is that what I think it is? No, it's not the usable one. Alright, continuing on. This is where you see how big this place is. Our temple balcony right here is sparsely decorated, but it fits. This actually used to be our library. It used to have the archives all against the wall, plus datacrons on each end. But I actually like how this turned out. Oh, should I show you one of my favorite parts first? I think I will. I glitch a lot, or I just screw up when I try and get up here. I'm not gonna lie. Well, it's easier when I'm out, though, for me. Alright. Oops, sorry about that. I can help myself here to a drink. And a nice little, and yes, you can sit down in them. Sometimes it takes a little while for me to really manage that, to get it right, because I'm very picky when it comes to sitting down. So I won't show you that. And here we go. This is our Rooftop Cantina, and I absolutely love it. Back in the day when we first got it, right here was, this was not here. We had a huge multi-person hot tub of a, I guess that's what you call it. I can't even remember the name of it. And we used to just have fun there, you know. And this, and we have dance emotes. And we have several different dances, and you can buy them off the cartel market or get them as, I don't know if you can get them as rewards anymore. I don't have a lot on this one. I think this is the most I have on all of them. Once you have them, you can unlock them for your other characters. And as you can see, I can do different dance emotes. We have a lot of actions in emotes here. Alright, we will continue on. And even though it kills my life a little bit, not that I care, but I just rather jump down and get it over with than climb. This ability is called Channel Hatred, and when you're out of combat, it is your heal. You can slowly heal over time if you're damaged. Or you can just do it, you know, if you're full, just because it's really cool looking. Alright. And like any Sith Empire, we have a lot of quote-unquote artifacts, as you can see. Statues, etc. Oh, these are our, these guys. They have the crafting materials I talked about, vendors. These are them. So they all have different levels. Premium is the greens, prototypes are the blues, and purples are artifact. One of my other favorite parts of the Guild Stronghold is our mid bay. And this tank, let me tell you, me and Len and a couple other people have had fun times trying to glitch into it. When it was over here, there was a way to do it because of the way the layout was. I don't know if it can be done now, but I'm waiting for Lensha to discover that, and believe me, she will. She loves this back to tank. We used to actually glitch inside of it so that we could have a little dance party. You know, those times when there was not really much to do and we just wanted to have a little fun. Up here, I put those datacrons that I said were in the library at one point. There just wasn't any room in the other library that he made, and this was pretty much empty when I got up here, so I was like, well, I can put datacrons up here. Why not? It's a hospital, you know, they seek knowledge. They can just do that. There. You know? Let's see. This is our barracks for our members. If they want to roleplay the fact that they live here, they can. This is a bounty monitor, which shows you various pictures so they can RP, bounty hunters and Mandalorians can RP bounties that they go after. This is the beginning of the training grounds, and this is my very special blood pool, which I insisted he must put down somewhere at the Stronghold. And, well, I'm glad it's down here. It's not like, you know, I don't know. I like it there. I'm getting used to it, let me put it that way, compared to where it was before. It was in a more secluded part of the Stronghold. And I mentioned one of 2 combat arenas. This is our Yavin 4 combat arena. Love it, but like I said, the other one provides more protection from people running away from you when you're trying to duel them and kick their ass. And if you get out of, I think probably about right here, it from inside, if you start inside, it will throw the duel off. It will cancel out the duel. This is pretty neat. This is like an observatory tower. It really doesn't have any use. It's just a watchtower, pretty much. Oh, and he did put some personnel up here. That's good. I see some Sith agents. That's always good. That's probably the only part I didn't actually look at. I've seen everything else. Interesting place to put him, but that's okay. We have a little secret hidey hole called the Forgotten Caverns. I always get confused as to where the hole is for this. No snide remarks, thank you. This is kind of not really totally done to my way of thinking, but we'll get there. We just have to figure out what we need to do to finish it. Now there's another part here, and it's long and winding to get there, and there's very little out there that we've put down right now, but I want to show you the whole kit and caboodle. As you can see, we have a little waterfall. Yeah. RP-wise, Ashley loves this waterfall and likes to come out here to spend time alone with her thoughts. This is a Sith lightsaber forge. It's not interactive, but you can RP very well. So that pretty much sums up the entire Stronghold on Yavin 4. I think. Did I forget anything? I don't think I forgot anything. And being the lazy end gamer I am, like I said, when you jump off stuff, it takes you back to the start if you're in a stronghold or whatnot. And there's no death penalty either for committing suicide. Isn't that weird? If any time there should be, I don't know. Oh, and Hammy comes back. Ooh, camera went crazy. This is my companion, my Gamorrean bodyguard. I worked very hard. I worked very hard to earn him in the Nar Shaddaa event. RP-wise, he was a gift from Ashley's husband, who is Thectage, Skylighter, and he is actually in character. They're married, and he gave this to her because RP-wise, Ashley hates Gamorreans. She's very racist towards them. More than anything and anybody else, she absolutely hates Gamorreans. To her, they're just disgusting creatures. But she has gotten really close with Hammy. She calls him Hammy. His real name is Rick Rag. RP-wise, naturally. And they've really formed an incredible bond. Okay, so that is pretty much it for Imperial Vengeance's Guild Stronghold and Flagship. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment, blah, blah, blah. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry if there was a little bit of reverb there when I clicked on Hammy because he spoke. I didn't think of that when I had knowing that I had the mic on. But yep, I'm Sulfurburn, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching.